Sir, during one of the public meeting, the Water Resource Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Murugan, made a comment on departed former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Ms. Jayalalithaa, when she was arrested during DMK regime in 1997. So, while explaining about former DMK President Mr. Karunanidhi's magnanimity and humanity, he reminisced an anecdote. Said that Mr. Karunanidhi was consulted with one of the stalwart of DMK, departed leader Mr. K. Anbaragan, to provide an air-conditioned facilitated room to Jayalalithaa when she was detained in the jail. Since the reason why he was quoting is Jayalalithaa was born and brought up in a golden plate, and she led a sophisticated life all along. So at least we can do this favor to her in return, said Mr. Karunanidhi. And even Mr. Karunanidhi made a call to the prison superintendent in a person, and he instructed the authorities to do the necessary arrangements. But on the other hand, the prison in charge refused to enter into the ladies' wards since it was late evening that time. It became dusk. So Mr. Murugan concluded his speech in such ways, said that the former DMK chief was such a compassionate leader that he cannot be compared with anyone else. So my question here is, what is the authenticity of the narration that was made by Mr. Murugan?
Yes, recently I have gone through the news. I have read the news about Murugan. Murugan, he was telling to the press that when Jayalalithaa was arrested, Karunanidhi felt very sad about it, and he was asking the jail authorities to provide AC facilities to Jayalalithaa inside the prison. This is what Murugan had said. So, I could not imagine politicians, such opportunistic politicians I have not seen anywhere in India. Such kind of bluff, I don't know how Mr. Murugan has been talking, I do not know. Because what had happened when Jayalalithaa was arrested? During 1997, when Karunanidhi came to power, Jayalalithaa was arrested in a color TV scam. What had happened at that point of time? When the police entered inside the Pious Garden and was informing to Jayalalithaa that they are going to arrest, Jayalalithaa said, wait for some time, I will go and come back in few minutes. Jayalalithaa went to Puja room. She made a prayer, and after that she got ready for the arrest. She came back and informed to the police that you can now arrest me. And after the Jayalalithaa was cooperating with the police, and she went along with the police, and she went calmly inside the prison. This had happened. What had happened inside the prison is something which everyone should know. What had happened inside the prison after Jayalalithaa was arrested and was remanded to judicial custody, and after entering the prison, what had happened? Jayalalithaa was given a very small room, and she was not given any concession, considering the fact that she was a woman. No concession was given. She was lodged inside a very small room where there is no bed, where there is not even a bed sheet, and where there is no fan facility, everything. Deliberately, they have lodged her in such a room because it was the instruction given by Mr. Karunanidhi that she should be lodged in this particular room. And what had happened during night time, there was a rat moving inside the cell room. And this was also a deliberate act made by Karunanidhi, because everybody was telling that deliberately they have made a rat to come inside. And the doors of the windows were broken, and there was not at all any door in the windows. What happened on that day during the night time? There was drizzling, so waters were coming, that drizzling were coming inside the prison, and Jayalalithaa got wet all over her body, and she was right through right through the night. She was sitting, and she was trembling because she did not even have a bed sheet. So this is what had happened. Throughout the day, Jayalalithaa did not sleep. And what had happened during next day, prison staff, after sympathizing with Jayalalithaa, he came to Jayalalithaa at 4 o'clock, and he was asking Jayalalithaa whether she wants anything, because he was going to his home. and if she wants anything, he will get it and give it to Jayalalithaa. Jayalalithaa was asking him, I used to take a coffee at 5 o'clock. If at all it is possible, can you get me a coffee? This is what Jayalalithaa had asked. And after that, anything more that jail staff had asked her, anything more, madam, which you want? Then she said, I was trembling with the drizzling, due to the drizzling. Can you get me a bed sheet? So immediately that fellow had gone to his house. He got coffee in a flask, and he had also got a bed sheet. And he again came back. He had given the coffee and bed sheet to Jayalalithaa. What had happened on the same day that jail staff was transferred to Tirunelveli jail? Who had done this? Duraimurugan has been saying that Karunanidhi was feeling very sad when Jayalalithaa was sent. He was asking the prison officials to provide air conditioner. But has he done that? He has given all sorts of nuisance on that day. And every one of the subscribers, you must know, only on sitting the particular jail cell, Jayalalithaa has decided that she should put Karunanidhi in the same room after she came to power. This was a vote taken by the Jayalalithaa after undergoing all these sufferings. This is how these people had acted. But now Duraimurugan has been saying Karunanidhi was telling to the prison official to provide AC. And Duraimurugan is an advocate. He says that he is holding a law degree. How an advocate who is holding a law degree does not know that according to the jail manual, the AC is not allowed inside the prison. He did not know even the basic rules of law inside the prison. Inside the prison, no air condition can be allowed. So Karunanidhi had made all sorts of nonsense to the Jayalalithaa. And what happened even after that, even after coming out of the prison on bail, Jayalalithaa used to go to the High Court for attending some cases, for attending the hearing. At that time, what had happened is, she has to go to the second floor. She could not walk. She could not go by stairs. By using the stairs, she cannot go. So she used to wait for the lift. At that point of time, the current will go. The electricity will go. Who had done this? At that time, Karunanidhi was Chief Minister. His close friend, Arkadi Veerasamy, was the Minister for Electricity. When Jayalalithaa was waiting for the lift, the electricity will go. After that, Jayalalithaa used to go by stairs after very great difficulty. This is how all cheap politics has been done by Karunanidhi. That is why, after coming to power during 2001, what Jayalalithaa did, she had posted a DGP first, after coming to power 2001. And after that, she was asking the DGP, I want to post a Commissioner of Police. According to the protocol, a person who is in the cadre of ADGP should be posted as Commissioner of Police. So Jayalalithaa was asking the DGP, and I will post somebody else, but you ask them, whoever is coming as Commissioner of Police, whoever is appointed by me as Commissioner of Police, he should be ready to arrest Karunanidhi. That is the main demand put by Jayalalithaa to the DGP. DGP had inquired with all the senior ADGPs. Everyone had refused. They said, no, we will not involve in such politics. At that point of time, only one IPS officer, he said, I am ready, I will do that. And but he was in the cadre of IG, because Commissioner of Police, only ADGP should be posted. Then DGP went to Jayalalithaa, and he was informing her that nobody in the cadre of ADGP is ready to arrest Karunanidhi, but there is one officer who is ready. But the problem is he belongs to IG cadre. Jayalalithaa said, okay, you change the protocol. You post an IG as Commissioner of Police. Ask him to arrest Karunanidhi. So Muthukarpan was posted. He was the cadre of IG. He was posted as Commissioner of Police. Immediately Muthukarpan had arrested Karunanidhi. Everyone might have known what was the behavior of Karunanidhi when he was arrested. You might have seen the videos. He was shouting like anything. He didn't cooperate. And when Jayalalithaa was arrested, she cooperated with the police. She went to inside the prison very calmly. Whereas Karunanidhi had made a scene. They have got the support of their family TV, Sun TV. Sun TV had made all the coverage. They have made all the gimmicks in the videos. The video was edited in such a way that the next morning they have telecasted the video informing the public that Karunanidhi has been arrested and he has been tortured like this. That video was telecasted. So this is how when they have put Jayalalithaa, she was keeping quiet. What sort of problems they have made inside the prison? Only Jayalalithaa knows. So this is how they have created. Karunanidhi had done all sorts of mischiefs to Jayalalithaa when she was inside the prison. But now Duraimurugan is saying that no, Karunanidhi was very much upset. He was very much, he said that he was very much sad. He was instructing all the officials to give AC facility to Karunanidhi, which is absolute falsehood. I strongly condemned the statement given by Mr. Duraimurugan. Duraimurugan was an ex-minister, he was holding a law degree, and a person of such status should not stoop to such level and give misinformation to the public. I strongly condemn the act of Duraimurugan, because Duraimurugan right from the beginning is a traitor, because MGR had helped him financially to complete his studies. He had helped financially. Without MGR he could not have studied. He could not have obtained his law degree. He could not have obtained even his basic degree. He used to tell that MGR was my God. But Karunanidhi was my leader. That is what he used to say. But even in the presence of MGR, when he was the chief minister, he was inside the assembly, in the presence of MGR, he used to jump over the benches. Even he has not even given any respect to the MGR who has made him, who has given all sorts of financial help for his studies. He is a man of with such a character. That is why we cannot expect anything good from Duraimurugan. That is why I strongly condemn the statement given by Duraimurugan.
So moreover, in the same meeting, Mr. Duraimurugan said that Mr. MGR wanted him to join in his party when he was founded AIADMK in 1972. But Mr. Duraimurugan refused to accept the proposal that was made by Mr. MGR, even after Mr. MGR had agreed to provide the prominent portfolio to him in his party. He told to Mr. MGR that you are the one who nurtured me, you are a god figure to me, but whereas my leader will always be Mr. Karunanidhi. So what you say on this, sir?
This is also another bluff made by Duraimurugan. MGR did not respect him because MGR knew very well that he was a traitor. That is why he didn't want Duraimurugan to be in his party, because he has got many talented person in his party. What this Duraimurugan will do? He knew nothing except jumping over the bench and using filthy language in the assembly. This is the technique which is known to Duraimurugan. So MGR did not respect. When MGR entered inside the assembly, Duraimurugan used to greet him with folded hands. MGR just he will not even see him, because he knew very well that he was a traitor. He was such a character. So he never wanted Duraimurugan to come to the ADMK party. He never invited him. This is also another bluff which is made by Mr. Duraimurugan.
Sir, one more clarification needed regarding the widespreading rumors in the social medias. That is, during Mr. Karunanidhi's arrest in 2001, the then City Commissioner of Chennai, Mr. Muthukaruppan, had knocked the doors of Karunanidhi's residence wrongly, that too in the late night. So as a result, Mr. Karunanidhi had made a call to his nephew minister, that is Mr. Murasoli Maran, and as well as the party's official media wing Sun TV. And it became a big issue eventually. So Mr. Muthukaruppan failed to handle the situation properly, says rumor. So the arrest was done by the big shots in the police department. So without any prior preparation, how they will execute it? So as an ex-police officer, how do you defend this also?